Hi, Profe. It was a draw, important one against a tough team. Duncan McGuire came in, immediate impact. Is he going to have? Do you plan to maybe against New York at home with the wall, possibly him having some minutes to start? How would you assess the offensive prowess of the team today?
Right. Well, Duncan is doing a great job and adapting to the league very fast. His potential is incredible. I think the club has on him a very good footballer for the future. I think he's understanding the game, he's understanding the league, he's understanding the movements, and Ercan as well. He got a lot of moments that we needed today, especially in the second half. And that's what we need from our strikers. We need to score goals. It's not enough that we play well. It's not enough that we have good matches if we don't score. And they know, but the commitment is there. I say their commitment is intact. What you mentioned about Duncan is great. It's good. I think the fans should be very proud of him. Well, similar players in terms to their willingness and energy and that big body and presence that we have at top. As well, his ambition in the box is tremendous. Daryl had that as well when we brought him. I think for Daryl, it took a little longer to adapt to the league, to the speed of the game, to the pace of central backs, and Duncan is absorbing that information much faster, and not just absorbing it to play it, but absorbing it to score goals. That he knows that that's what the position requires, right? So both of them has a tremendous willingness to work. Their energy and their aggressiveness going forward is very useful for any team in the world. So we appreciate that, and we're proud of him. Scoring 4 goals in the league in 10, 11 games is not an easy task for a young kid. So very happy for him. Yeah. Well, a really hard game today against his rival with a lot of dynamic. I think they show that potential in the first half and confuses. And one of the sides of the field and our loaders there, we couldn't control it right away. We have moments in that first half where we couldn't probably score a goal and then take that pressure off. But it was hot and even harder when they scored the first goal. I really like the reaction of our players. I think they showed our braveness and character one more time. The second half was great. Players took the game by their own, and I saw our team playing much more football and having that volume going forward, and we tied it up. I think it will deserve that game for us, and again a credit for these players that show character, and then our willingness is intact. It was not a need to change players or not even the game plan, because it was clear for us that we were convinced of doing it. What we needed was to execute it well and keep believing in where we are, and I saw that energy in the middle of the half and the locker room with the players pushing and the leadership of the guys there. It was incredible too. So good. The first goal from Ercan just brought us back to the game, obviously, and made us believe in the result at the point that we could want it to. The idea was the same. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't change anything, and despite of the things that we're now working, I didn't think that it was the moment to change the personnel or change the idea. I thought the idea we had it very clear. What we needed is to execute it better and believe that we can do it much better. And the players understood the message and executed. And that's what I'm saying. And sometimes it is not the things are not working, or the team is overloading you or doing things, but we're not doing what we can do. And that was exactly what happened in the second half. We did our job, and the result is that we scored 2 goals, and it could be another one too. So I'm proud of them. I'm proud because it's easy to go to the bottom in a game that when you lose into 2-0 in the first half, and this is a magnificent reaction. So we'll keep building on these guys that are terrific. I have such a respect for the group. Right. Well, it's a tough league. It's a difficult matches, and they come every 3 days in these moments. So what we need to do first is recognize what that was the quality of our execution in the second half that brought us back to the game. Because in either half, I can complain about energy or willness or desire or discipline. It's just that we need to execute but much better. So in second half, we came up and said, well, forget about the result right now and let's do the right things. Let's be ourselves and let's see. And the game just gave us that. We scored 2 goals, we could score 1 more. And we start feeling that this is us, right? So, well, that responds to your question. I think we have to keep that feeling and that emotion approach and execute the right things because we have quality to do it. This is not just running. It's not running. It's the quality of our execution that needs to be improved. And let's see if we can keep this momentum of this 45 plus minutes.
Great goal. I do want to say, what was it, the change of attitude in the second half? It seemed that not only yourself, but a lot of your teammates, it's just kind of something sparked out of the blue. Are we going to see more of that against New York? And, what will you tell the fans? Thank you.
We need to show more of that, especially against New York. We know that will be a tough game too, but we play at home and we want to bring that energy to Explorer Stadium, to have the fans around us and support us, and with the fans behind us. I think we can play like a similar game in the second half and press them and be high and don't let them out because in first half was like they don't let us out. And from the character, I don't think that that anybody feel like we play against New York the same way. I think we need to go from this first minute on like the second half, like always when we play solid and press and like our play. That's what the fans want. That's what we want, and we need to show it on Wednesday.
How you felt the game went?
At the beginning, it was we know that it was a hard game before the game, and it will be a hard game. It was first half a hard game. They don't let us out. It was tough to come out. It was a game. First half, everything can happen, and then they scored 2 goals. But to coming back in the second half like that shows the character of the team. I think me and Facu, we match really good. We showed it last year too, and I like that he play around me. You know that he have to play around me because then he gets the balls. And it was a great ball from Facu, and the finish was easy. And Facu is always important for us if you play 10 or on the side. But I like when he play close to me. I think to play 90 minutes like that is our way to press. We need to be a little bit smarter at some points. Sometimes slow the game a little bit down and don't rush too much because our game, like how we play, costs energy for us. And we need to be smart on some points and maybe relax the game a little bit and keep the ball more but yeah, it's the rivals play too, and it's not easy. And they want to score too. They want to win too. They press us. It's not easy, but yeah, I'm looking forward that we will show a really good performance on Wednesday. I think a lot. It feels not like a draw. It feels like a win because we're coming back from 2-0. And yeah, if that's give us energy, motivation for Wednesday that we are able to play better. And yeah, now we need to put one step more on it and be all together and go out on Wednesday and win the game.